Mr. Dingell?
Mr. Chairman, thank you. I commend you for putting forth a good bill. This is a bill that I think I can support. I commend you for working with me and other members of the committee to abate our concerns with the initial draft. The work on this bill began in the 110th Congress, and I'm pleased that you, Mr. Chairman, and Mr. Waxman used much of the Dingell-Boucher climate draft from last year as a basis for proceeding on this piece of legislation before us today. I have a regret, and that is that our colleagues on the other side of the dais chose not to work with us on the bill. The best legislation, I've always said, is best crafted in a bipartisan manner, and it is disappointing that our Republican colleagues chose the path of rejection rather than working with us in a constructive manner. The renewable electric standards in this bill, RES, is a rationale to meet an aggressive but achievable benchmark. The bill also addresses carbon capture and sequestration, CCS, and I'm pleased with the approach followed in this bill, which is largely based on language proposed by Mr. Boucher. The fleet modernization program that I hope will be added to this bill through an amendment will be offered by Mrs. Sutton and cannot come at a more appropriate or proper time. I am glad that this bill directs the distribution of allowances to spur advanced technology vehicles, including financial assistance for retooling existing factories for the manufacture of electric vehicles and financial assistance for regional development and integration of grid-connected vehicles. The bill also directs allowances to states for renewable energy and energy efficiency purposes, and at my request, some of these allowances will also go to local governments, which will have substantial needs in this matter. As we address this important issue of climate change, it is also extremely important that we protect our people from economic harm. And this bill goes a long way to protect consumers, particularly with special assistance to low-income Americans. Additionally, the bill protects trade-vulnerable industries from foreign competition that do not have to meet the same greenhouse gas reduction standards. I will have some concerns with this bill, however, that I hope we can address as the bill moves forward, whether included in the bill as passed by the committee or on the floor. I continue to believe the President's proposed 14% greenhouse gas reductions by 2020 is the better approach. Additionally, I intend to offer an amendment to add essential language to establish a clean energy investment bank to fund the research and development as well as the development of zero-carbon energy sources. Finally, I am pleased that this bill includes a dedicated allowance for natural resource adaptation. Theodore Roosevelt, one of my great heroes, taught us that conservation is a great moral issue, that it is our duty as it ensures safety and continuance of the nation, and it is an important duty of ours to following generations. This is a good bill. I intend to support it. I commend the chairman and all the Democratic members of the committee for the diligence and hard work that they've put into this bill. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dingell. Before I recognize another member for an opening statement, I want to indicate to you that under your leadership as chairman, we were able to forge lasting compromises, and I want to thank you for the key role that you've been able to play in this legislation that's before us today. You've stepped in the middle of some very contentious issues and identified solutions that have brought members together, and
you are very gracious, Mr. Chairman, and I want to tell you how much I appreciated working with you.
Thank you.